Thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with The Nation. Discos risk federal government agencies sanction over meters change. Court of Appeals consolidates cases on Rivers crisis. No pay for workers without residence registration number, Kwara government warns. How to restore peace in the Middle East, says Tinubu. Consumer credit core targets 400,000 in June. Dangote refinery, Ipman strike deal on petrol lifting. An ICPC chair. Why assets recovery is important for Africa. Okay, which story are we starting with?
I think I'll start with Dangote. So the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria has secured an agreement with Dangote Petroleum Refinery to lift products directly. So this is according to the association. They said it will ensure availability of petroleum to Nigerians at a cheaper rate. Ipman's national president, Abubakar Garma, announced this at a press briefing on Monday in Abuja following a meeting of the National Working Committee of the association. And he explained that the Dangote Refinery had obliged Ipman to lift PMS, AGO, and DPK directly for onward supply to Ipman Depot and retail outlets. They said the new arrangement with Dangote Refinery will ensure a steady and ceaseless supply of PMS products all over Nigeria at an affordable rate. He said following a written meeting with the Alhaji Aliko Dangote and members of his top management staff in Lagos, we are happy to state the following. Dangote Refinery has obliged Ipman to lift PMS, AGO, and DPK directly for onward supply to Ipman Depot and retail outlets. This new arrangement with Dangote Refinery will ensure steady, ceaseless supply of PMS products all over Nigeria at an affordable rate for Nigerians also. And though they have not said how much they're going to be lifting the petrol, they said over 500 million liters of petrol they'll be able to get about over 500 million liters of petrol. And they're looking forward to this arrangement. Hopefully, Dangote will reduce the price like he has promised, and then Nigerians, that's the end consumers, will be able to get fuel at an affordable rate. And that's what we've been talking about before. So they don't need to keep going through NNPCL to get fuel. Once the marketers can go directly to Dangote, and if it's not favorable for them to, they can also go directly to import fuel. At the end of the day, when the market is open that everybody can reach out to the source that is cheaper, Nigerians will have cheaper fuel to buy, and that's what we're praying for.
There's no monopoly.
Exactly.
So Kwara State government has spoken. The public sector workers without valid Kwara State Residence Registration Agency number will forfeit their salaries or bonuses for this month, for the month of November. So this exercise had started a couple of months ago, and then they feel that most people are not taking it serious. So now there are sanctions. So if you don't have the registration number, you don't get your salary, you don't get your bonuses. They said that the KWSRRA is the agency is empowered by law to have relevant data of everyone, every resident in the state, and allocate a unique identity to each person. For effective, this helps them plan effectively. It helps them manage their resources better, and then it enables service delivery and public safety, amongst others. So if anything is happening, someone commits a crime, whatever that is going on, they can, identify whoever it is. So the Commissioner of Finance, Dr. Hawa Nuru, had said this, that please make sure that everybody gets registered, that the integrity of their data impacts all their financial and administrative systems, that a complete database helps us to make informed decisions, to allocate their resources, like I said, efficiently, and then to be fair and accurately reach out to everybody within the states.
Okay, so there's still a tussle between the discos and the federal government. If you recall, last week, the executive vice chairman of the FCCPC had said that discos must replace meters for citizens. And NERC also drew attention to a section in the law saying that the discos must obey and replace the meters for Nigerians. However, the discos are pushed back. Ikeja Disco especially said that they're going ahead with the plan for if consumers don't upgrade or replace their meters, they won't be able to recharge. However, I think it's only Eco Disco so far from Lagos that has actually backed down and has actually said they wrote a message to the consumers saying that you have to upgrade for free. And once you upgrade for free, you are able to get it. Because they're trying to really stop the old meters and have the new meters. Okay. So they're insisting that you must pay for the new meters. Yeah. But federal government says, don't ask people to pay for the new meters. Yeah. Just replace it for them. But they're insisting you have to pay for them. So we'll see how that goes. But there's a lot of back and forth between federal government and the discos on this.
Okay, so I took the troops intensify onslaught against the terror group Lakurawas. So they said that they got there's an onslaught to flush out the members of the new terror group. They're calling it a new terror group, and they're using they're terrorizing Sokoto and Kebbi states. So the General Buba announced this, but he gave no further details.
Right.
And he says they killed 15 people. So, just a day after he announced it, they killed 15 people in the Augie local government area. They attacked and killed 15 people. The reason I took this story really is because I was watching 2 TV programs, Journalist Hangout and another one, and they say it's not a new terror group. It's been there since 2018, wow. And we've just not been up to the task of... They actually come from Mali. They're not Nigerians. They don't even speak Hausa. Hey. They don't speak Hausa and they don't speak the other local language. I can't remember. They're not Fulanese. They're even fair, you know. So they come from Niger. So they used to come there because when their own government is facing them, they will come here to come and relax.
And our people could not complain about them.
Yeah.
Right.
So now they have now kuku
taken over.
Relax.
Established themselves. So that you're calling it new terror group is not that they don't sit down, collect room and parlor for Sokoto and Kebbi State. That's when our own people have now said, they have come. They've been there. Yeah. You should have not allowed them. Then the border is very porous. It's 1,000 I listen, it's not our hot topic. That's what Murai will tell me now. Because I can go on and on about this matter. Because the thing is paining me inside my belly. Inside my stomach.
Dealing with the terrorist group we have. We're adding more.
The punch.
The punch.
Petrol pump price may drop as Dangote marketers sign deal. U.S. places $25,000 bounty on fleeing Nigerian on murder trial. Obaseki hands over to Okpebolo today and pardons 10 inmates. Tinubu Sanwo-Olu abandoned, and Abiodun actually, former governors Lord Bakari at 70. FG spent 19 billion naira on presidential planes in 15 months, is reports. Minimum wage earners exempt from pay tax panel. Okay, let's see if we can take a story, one story.
Yes, so this is basically a report, so I'm going to be reading out the numbers. It said at least 19.43 billion was spent on the maintenance and operations of the presidential air fleet from July 2023 to September 2024, according to the Punch. They said checks by the correspondent on government spending, a civic tech platform that tracks analysis at the federal government spending, showed that for 2024, the payouts amounted to 13.55 billion, representing 66% of the allocations for the fleet of the 2024 fiscal year. It said most disbursements were labeled Forex Transit Funds, typically funds allocated to foreign exchange requirements to facilitate international transactions and engagements. In the context of the presidential air fleet, such funds are used to cover expenses related to operations outside the country, including fuel purchases, maintenance of services in foreign currencies. Then when aircraft on the fleet were abroad, payments are often made in US dollars or another foreign currency to ensure uninterrupted operations. A government official was the one who explained this. And he said in July 2023, 1.52 billion was disbursed in 2 tranches of 846 million and 675 million naira for presidential air fleet forex transit funds. The following month, 3.1 billion was disbursed in 3 tranches of 388 million, 2 billion and 713 million for the same item. In November of that year, 1.26 billion was released to the presidential air fleet naira transit account. The first overhead for 2024 came in March, where 1.27 billion was disbursed twice, amounting to 2.54 billion, and the transit account received 6.35 billion in April. So this was just data of all the money that has been spent so far on the presidential fleet. I was expecting to have more of the purpose for that spending, if it was actually used for the fleet, like it was said, and how it's going to impact us economically, you know. but I didn't get that.
Okay, let's go on a short break. When we come back, we'll look at the front pages of the papers. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.